Sonmarg is easily accessible from Srinagar. It takes about 3 hours by car and is about 87 kilometers from Srinagar. Sonmarg is inaccessible during winter due to heavy snowfall and avalanches. NH1D is closed in December every year. The local traffic is permitted only up to Gagangair village, which is the last permanent settlement of this area. Only the choppers of Indian Army land at Sonmarg during winter, carrying essentials for the army camp. And the army personnel are the only people who stay at Sonmarg during these harsh weather conditions. After Kargil war, these high altitude meadows have seen heavy deployment of Indian Army. It is a base camp for Ladakh and is very important for India's defense. In the winter, Sonmarg becomes a valley covered in white gold. Scenic Sonmarg is famous for its Tajwas Glacier. Sonmarg is located near Srinagar in the north of Kashmir near Ladakh. The Sindh is a tributary of the river Jhelum and runs through the Sindh Valley. The source of the Sindh is traditionally considered to be the sacred lake Gangbal on Harmukh mountain. Sonmarg, Meadow of Gold, was a gateway for the ancient Silk route that connected Kashmir with China. Pahalgam is a town in Anantnag district of Kashmir. It is a popular tourist destination. Its lush green meadows and pristine waters attract thousands of tourists from all over the world each year. It is located 45 kilometers from Anantnag on the banks of Leader River at an altitude of 7,200 feet. Mountain trails run northeast to Amarnath Cave Temple, a Hindu shrine and site for the annual Amarnath Yatra pilgrimage. Mosque and Shrine of Saint Sheikh Zainuddin Wali at Ashmukam is considered to be one of the most famous dargah of Kashmir. A symbol of communal harmony, interfaith existence, peace, and shared heritage of Kashmir, the shrine of Hazrat Zainuddin Wali is situated on a hillock about 20 kilometers before the famous hill resort of Pahalgam. One needs to climb 560 steps to enter the shrine, which is located about 40 minutes away from Pahalgam. The mosque is located inside a deep cave atop the hill, about 100 meters high than the main road. Village Ashmukam is very well known in every part of Kashmir because of this historical shrine. Sheikh Zainuddin lived in the 15th century and was one of the principal disciples of well-known Sufi saint Sheikh Nuruddin, the leading rishi of Kashmir. It is also said in Kashmir that Sheikh Zainuddin was known by the name of Zia Singh and was a prince belonging to the ruling Rajas of Kishtwar. Zia Singh's father, Yash Singh, the then Kishtwar ruler, is said to have been assassinated when Zia Singh was only 13 years old. Ghulam Mustafa Shah writes about Zainuddin Rishi as a highly revered folk hero. Zia Singh is believed to have been suffering from some disease with no hope of his recovery. Sheikh Nuruddin is said to have passed through Kishtwar just at that time, and having heard of his miraculous blessings, Zia's mother begged the Sheikh to visit her son and pray for his recovery. The Sheikh agreed, but on a promise that Zia Singh would meet him in Kashmir after his recovery. After recovery of his normal health, Zia Singh proceeded to Kashmir to meet Sheikh Nuruddin. The mother and the son undertook the hazardous journey from Kishtwar to Bumzua, a village about 8 miles south of Ashmukam, where Sheikh Nuruddin was staying at that time. Zia Singh was named Zainuddin and his mother as Zunde. Zainuddin formally took oath of allegiance to him in the Rishi order and was left in the care of Baba Bamuddin Rishi. Among the local inhabitants, the legend goes that Zainuddin meditated for a long time in village Mandizan of Tehsil Supur, where he attained great divine virtues. It was at this stage that Sheikh Nuruddin advised him to migrate to the cave at Ashmukam and to meditate there for the remaining period of his life. Baba spent many years here in deep meditation, surviving only on dry wild walnuts. Zainuddin Rishi led a life of simplicity and always spread the message of social equality. There are many stories related to his life as well as his death. He was given a symbolic burial in Rosabal, Ashmukam, where the 24 graves of his closest disciples lay aside his grave. His Urs is, however, being celebrated on the 13th day of Baishakh in mid-April. Some people say that this was the day when Sufi saint entered the cave for the first time for the purpose of meditation, bearing a torch to guide him. On this day, congregational prayers are held, which are attended by not less than 20,000 people. The devotees celebrate the occasion by burning mashals on the hillocks. But beyond the festival torch celebration lies the riveting legend of the place and the event. The age old traditions of burning mashals, called Zool in Kashmiri, is followed by religious processions. People in large numbers, irrespective of religion, caste, and creed, gather inside the vicinity of the shrine to pay homage. Besides Shab and Zool festival, congregational prayers are also held on the occasion where worshippers pray for peace and harmony in the valley. Two mosques known as Khanqah are also attached to the shrine. The Khanqah, besides being used for prayers, are also the repository of the relics of the saint, which are held in high esteem. These consist of a bow, a paten, a wooden bread, a rosary, a wooden club, and a copy of Quran. It is said that the saint observed fast frequently, and whenever he felt hungry, he licked the wooden bread to satisfy his appetite. These relics are publicly displayed whenever the village meets with some catastrophe, such as a famine, epidemic, etc. The shrine attracts hundreds of thousands of people from all parts of the valley every year. The shrine of Zainuddin is respected by all communities, and they actively participate in the celebration of the anniversary. There is no restriction to the entry into the shrine, which is open to visits by persons of either sex or of any community. The Ashmukam shrine complex was built in Kashmiri traditional architecture by Sultan Zain ul Abidin. It has been renovated and redesigned by different governments thereafter. Economically, half the population of this township depends directly or indirectly on the pilgrims' tourism. People come here to pray for their wishes to be fulfilled, and they tie a sacred thread for that at the shrine. Generally, followers of the Sufi sect of Islam tie such knots at the shrine while making a wish. If their wish is fulfilled, they return to untie their thread. Around the shrine, a makeshift village fair of sorts crops up, with vendors setting up stalls to sell merchandise. Festival also marks the beginning of spring and the start of the sowing season. Shrine officials say that during times of drought, a special prayer is held inside the shrine to seek blessings. Pahalgaon is famous for its scenic beauty and is the jewel of the picturesque Leather Valley, located in the high Himalayas. It provides an ideal setting for activities like hiking, trekking, and fishing. Surrounded by Leather Lake and Betab Valley, Pahalgam is the place you visit to experience clear water rivers and exhilarating deep valleys. Betab Valley has a special connect with the Bollywood. Earlier, the valley was known as Hagoon, but after 1983, it is named after the Bollywood blockbuster Betab. Several popular movies have been shot at this beautiful valley. There is a Bobby Hut where Bollywood classic Bobby was shot. The Leader River flows silently past the Betab Valley. The valley is surrounded with lush meadows, pine and devdar forests. During the Amarnath Yatra, Betab Valley becomes a camping site for the pilgrims. The tourists also camp on picturesque locations. This picture perfect valley is ideal for trekking or walk or for photography enthusiasts. Lavender is an aromatic flowering plant cultivated extensively across the temperate regions for ornamental use or as a culinary herb. Lavender is a drought resistant crop which can be grown in wastelands and requires little irrigation that would help farmers double their income. Researchers have seen that a visit to a lavender park has a calming effect on the mood. This could draw more tourists to this valley. Lavender Park in South Kashmir's Pahalgam Resort and a herbal garden at Manasbal in North Kashmir have started attracting tourists. Scientists of the Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine that says the state has got a huge potential for cultivating herbal medicines and aromatic plants which would add to the beauty of the valley. Lavender is the only crop that can hold a monopoly over other crops and be a boon to the farming community. Lord Shiv is believed to have narrated the secret of immortality, Amrit Vachan, to Parvati in Pahalgam. Before entering Amarnath cave, Shiv left Nandi in Pahalgam, the moon in Chandanbari, snakes in Seshnag lake, Ganesh on Mahagun Parvat, the five elements at Panchatarni. Pahalgaon was originally called Balgaon, meaning village of Bull Nandi, where Shiv left his bull before entering the Amarnath cave. In local dialect, Pahalgaon means first village. Pahla means first, Gaon means village or locality. But the most interesting question is, to whom was it the first village? Maybe only for those people who arrived at the Kashmir Valley from the northern or western direction after crossing the mighty Himalaya mountain. Pahalgaon could be the first locality for them. Pahalgaon Golf Course is surrounded by giant pine trees and views of snow-covered peaks. Words may fail to describe the beauty of Pahalgaon. This small tourist town is surrounded by snow-clad mountains, crisp conifer forests, cool blue mountain lakes, and green meadows. It is no wonder that Pahalgaon is a crown jewel of Kashmir. Here, nature is abundant with beauty and silver lined by the diversity of its flora and fauna. Pahalgaon has a 9-hole golf course. It is a delight not only for the golfing enthusiast but for the nature lovers as well. It is situated at an altitude of 2,400 meters above sea level and is called Plateau by the locals. Chandanwari, located 16 kilometers from Pahalgam, is the starting point of the yatra that takes place every year in the months of July, August. The route takes you through old Pahalgam town full of traditional Kashmiri houses. Lidar River remains your constant companion on the right hand side. The journey takes about 4 to 5 hours on the way to the idyllic town of Hajan. The river gets its water from the Kolahoe Glacier and curves its way past Pahalgam. The banks of this river are filled with lush green forests and meadows. One can hone one's angling skills sitting on the banks of this river. Lidar River will not disappoint as it has a population of fishes like brown trout, rainbow trout, shudgram, etc. Mughal Garden of Verinag, located about 61 km south of Srinagar at the foothill of Banihal mountain range, covers a total area of 5.30 hectares. The garden fascinates the tourist with its beautiful manicured lawns, flower beds, majestic chinar trees, and gushing spring at the backdrop of lush and dense forest. This garden originated from a gushing mountain spring of Verinag, which is the source of the river Jhelum. Mughal Emperor Jahangir was enamored by the beauty of the spring and its surrounding areas. The garden was built in 1620 AD by Mughal Emperor Jahangir's wife Noor Jahan, fondly called the greatest garden lover. The garden was rebuilt on similar scale by Gulab Singh and is now a public garden. One of the tourist attractions around famous Kokernag Spring is Trout Fish Hatchery, with its channels stocked with fishes of different sizes and ages. Introduced in early 1980s, the trout here has increased in number. The Kokernag Spring feeds numerous channels where trout fishes of many varieties are reared. The hatchery is used for breeding and a high quality seed is produced here. This seed is further distributed to the J&K Fisheries Departmental rearing units all over the state and to the private fish farmers. This quality seed is also used for stocking in all the water bodies of the state. The hatchery is surrounded on its western side by a hill covered with dense forest, giving it a spectacular look. The introduction of trout in Kashmir for angling is credited to a British, Frank Mitchell. He reared the trout in the premises of his private carpet factory at Baghe Dilawar Khan, located in Shahre-Khas. He established the first trout hatchery at Harwan in 1901 and trained the locals. Trout fisheries in the state received a major thrust during the last 2 decades with the establishment of Mother Trout Fish Farming Project at Kokernag with European Union assistance. Here quality trout seed of rainbow trout and brown trout is being produced. Trout culture is undertaken with the help of modern technology of breeding and rearing to ensure better survival of the fish. Besides this, a highly equipped trout feed mill imported from Holland is also housed in this hatchery. Now it is regarded as one of Asia's largest fish farm projects. The project is managed by the local officials who have technical know-how about trout seed production. Trout is a highly nutritious food. An average sized trout contains about 1.8 grams of omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids that are needed for the development of the brain and retina in infants. Trout also contains 20% protein, vitamin A, B, B1, C, and D, and forms the basis of a healthy, low fat, and fiber rich diet. Home to the biggest trout fishery of Asia, Kokernag is a hidden gem in the Anantnag district, 25 kilometers away from Anantnag and 80 kilometers from Srinagar. Located at a distance of around 80 km from Srinagar, Kokernag is still free from over-tourism. Kokernag is the largest fresh-water spring in Kashmir and is essentially made up of a collection of several springs, from exotic flora and fauna, waterfalls to hot springs, and sprawling gardens. It is a nature lover's paradise. Cascading from an elevation of 2000 meters, the Kokernag waterfall is called the Pap Shuddhan Nad, meaning the cleaner of sins, owing to its incomparable medicinal value. It is blessed with healing properties owing to the flowers surrounding it. The water is believed to cure ailments, especially digestive and skin related. While many people come here to bathe in this healing water, most tourists visit this place only for the unmatched beauty and fragrance of this place. The waterfall is pure ecstasy for travelers. It is nestled amidst serene and scenic foliage with colorful flower orchards surrounding the whole area. The aroma of 1,000 plants and herbs lingers in the air, adding to its charm. The name comprises two words, namely Kokar and Nag. Kokar has been taken from a Kashmiri word for chicken, while Nag has been taken from Sanskrit word for springs. The spring gush out of the base of a thickly wooded hill from where it divides into channels, which resembles the claw foot of a hen, hence its name. Kokernag finds a mention in Aine Akbari, wherein it is stated that the water of Kokernag satisfies both hunger and thirst, and it is also a remedy for indigestion. The most attractive place of Kokernag is the Botanical Garden, also known as the Pleasure Garden, which has variety of flowers that add to the charm of the place. The water channels are interspersed with long patches of grassy beds, dotted with willow trees, providing shade to the extremely sensitive trout fishes during summers. It forms a huge cascade of springs due to its unique hen-like structure.